Hi, my name is Lieutenant Gary Aswald, and welcome to If the Hex Code F1F1F1 Was a Map, Greece. Dropping you onto the small island of Mykonos in... Do I really need to tell you? Greece is a map that's just a little too big. It's an interesting choice to pair this one's release with Meat, the map equivalent of a Switch cartridge, making the whole road map look like that meme of Shaq and his girlfriend. Let's take a look at the top down before we do anything, and wow, okay, that's a lot of lanes. Like more lanes than a bowling alley off the freeway. And if I'm honest, I'm having trouble breaking it down in a way that would make sense. While the map is large, most sightlines are pretty manageable, with the two outer lanes having a little bit longer sightlines, while the two in the middle have a few more twists and turns, tightening those gunfights up, and blending them both into a mushy murder maze, complete with dead ends and paths that lead you right back to where you started. Don't get discouraged if after the first game or two you're still having trouble discerning where on the map you actually are, because it takes an abnormally high IQ to learn the difference between the market, plaza, shops, and street, which are all very real callouts and are about as pointless as the new training course they added to private matches. Oh, so that's how you sprint. Then there's the real outside lanes, the water, which is something we've seen a lot of over the last few years, where they just drop water on either side like a wet sandwich. But I actually find myself using this water a lot more often than I would on maps like Kunstanar or Paleo's Lighthouse. So they're either getting better at placing them, or I've finally learned how to swim. What's a little odd is that while one side has a perfectly parked boat in the middle of the water, allowing you to Jason Bourne your way across, the other side has three boats placed just far enough from each other that you end up having to Jason Momoa your way across instead. Greece also features a long underwater path, cutting from the western side down under spawn, slicing down the length of the map, and spitting you back out on the east. It's a great maneuver if you don't mind getting a little pruny and taking about 2.5 times longer than it would to run it on foot. Watery depths aside, there isn't a ton of verticality to Greece, but still, there are a few power positions, like at the top of these shops, where you can get a good look out at what's kind of the center of the map, being countered by the hotel across the courtyard. And now I think it's time for my favorite new game, Door or No Door. The only game show where we show you a door and you have to guess whether or not you can open it. Our first round is this little blue guy in the plaza. What do you think? Can you open him? Nope. What about the entrance to Untitled Bar and Grill down the street? Oh, still not a real door, you fucking idiot. Okay, how's about these identical double red doors down by Spawn? Huh? Nope, wrong again. You thought we cared about rule of threes, huh? No, but you know what doors you can open? The ones over here to the police station in Spawn. A place that I didn't even realize was part of the map. One thing that you can't deny, though, is that Greece is a beautiful map, if not painfully samey everywhere you turn, and whiter than the guy recording all the— Hey! It's a great place to stay if you're into coffee, with cafes every 4 feet. I'm talking De Novo Cafe. I'm talking Font I Can't Read's coffee shop. And you can't forget about Cafe Nicholas. You know, the one from that Amsterdam map? Wait, and the Sober Friar is here too? And the Breenberg Hotel? Cromwell is here too? Alright, why does it feel like I'm stuck in a game of Boggle? And that's where I'll end today's tour. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, check out the last one we did on Meat. And everyone else can exit through the gift shop, where you can get your hands on some super low-res photos that every store on this block is already selling.